Good afternoon everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Tuesday the 21st of October 2025 and tonight it is the start of a very special week for the channel because we have not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 games coming up for you this week, spread across 3 different countries. So between now and Saturday it is pretty much non-stop football, and it starts on Tyneside and it finishes on Tyneside. And tonight we are heading to a massive game in the National League North, and one that I've got to say I'm really excited about. It is South Shields versus Scarborough Athletic. So without further ado, let's get into this and let's get those trains up to Tyneside. So here I'm in a very wet South Shields, which is why I'm at Tesco, just taking a little bit of cover so I can do this match preview. And going into tonight's game, South Shields are currently top of the National League North table, 9 wins from their opening 11 games, unbeaten so far, and as well are in the first round of the FA Cup. It goes without saying that things are going pretty well for Ian Watson in his first stint as a manager. He's obviously had several roles as assistant manager at Gateshead, at MK Dons and Carlisle as well, but it's the first time that he's taken the hot seat, and he's evidently getting the absolute best out of his players so far. And if you're a South Shields fan, you're obviously going to be an absolute dreamland at the minute, but certainly not an easy game for them tonight, as in opposition it is Scarborough Athletic, who are in third place, just 3 points behind them at this moment in time. Saturday was only their first defeat since the opening day of the season, and I think with Scarborough so far I'd have to say that they're proving a lot of people wrong, because there was a real consensus about them at the start of the season that this year could have been a significant struggle for them, and things are less than ideal there off the pitch at the minute, having to play their home games in Bridlington once again, reduced budget, etc. So they're really fighting against the odds so far this year, and credit to them. And I'm sure Ian Watson knows that they will provide his South Shields side with a good test tonight. But you look at that South Shields squad, there's absolute quality in abundance, like young players like the likes of Caden Kelly, but then again you've got players that have been there and done it. The likes of Robbie Tinkler. They managed to secure the services of Kedwin Scott, which was an incredible transfer, to be honest, because I thought Carlisle would have maybe kept him just as someone that could have filled in if ever Linney or Armstrong or anyone like that was injured or suspended. So Shields have done unbelievable work to secure his services, and I'm expecting a really good turnout of this one tonight. I think there's a real buzz around South Shields yet again. I think maybe for a couple of years while they've been in the National League North, they've maybe slipped into a bit of a mid-table kind of side, but they've definitely turned that around now, and I'm expecting Scarborough to bring a healthy following up the coast as they usually do. So it has the makings of a very, very good game of football, this one tonight. I just hope it's not one of those where it kind of builds you up to let you down. Shields will be wanting to continue their unbeaten run, continue their momentum, while Scarborough will be looking to bounce back on the back after that disappointing loss down at Telford at the weekend. But as I say, as a spectator going to this game tonight, I've got to say I'm really, really excited to see how it pans out. So let's head on down to Mariners Park and find out how it all unfolds. So the teams are out warming up as Scarborough getting ready in this half, going to be in their yellow away strip this evening, and South Shields getting ready in the distance, of course, going to be in their traditional claret and blue. Anyway, I'll see you when the players are coming out the tunnel ready to start the match. Bucket. I think it was Blackett with a goal.
Sections 1, Scarborough Athletic 0.
Yeah.
Score number 9, Paul Blackett.
Oh. Been disallowed, fellas. Back it again. Themselves in trouble. It's green. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. Stonewall. Green looks in a bit of discomfort there. It's not a good sign that for Scarborough. Awful penalty that. Oh God! Oh, still can't put it away. Shields can stop over playing at the back here, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go for a bit, but I'm going to go down for a little bit. Half-time, South Shields 2, Scarborough Athletic 0. Quite a few people that I've spoken to that have watched South Shields previously this season have been absolutely raving about them, and I can see why on the back of that first half. They are lightning quick on the ball. Like Scarborough, whenever South Shields get forward, just quite simply can't keep up with them. And obviously Scarborough, they've had their moments in the game. They missed a penalty, which really, it was a really poor penalty, it has to be said. They've not like sat in or been negative or anything like that. But yeah, the second goal in particular, they just got absolutely nowhere near Shields. Kedwin Scott had the freedom in the penalty area to think about what he was going to do and put the ball away. And when you give him that much time and space, you're just asking for trouble, really. The first one, initially I thought Blackett had got the touch which had forced Whitley into the save, but it looks on second glance as though it could have gone off. I think it might have been Wellergy, but obviously Blackett was there to convert the rebound. If there is one criticism I can give South Shields, it's that the amount of kind of messing about they're doing at the back has nearly led them into trouble a couple of times. It was that caused them to give away the penalty, and there was the one where the goalkeeper's given it away, but Harry Green just couldn't really make the most of it. And if they carry on doing that while it is still 2-0, there is a very real risk that it could present Scarborough with a way back into the game. But I think the cut and dry of it is ultimately, I think Shields have been a little bit too good for them so far, it has to be said. I mean, mind they didn't want to be in it in the first place, to be honest. That's game over now. A bit desperate that again. Got a corner out of it though. Like it's on a hat-trick.
Scarborough Athletic 0. Scorer number 12, Dan Ward. Indicated 4 minutes of added time.
4 minutes of added time in this game. 4 minutes. Full-time South Shields 4, Scarborough Athletic 0. That for me was the best performance that we've seen from any team on this channel so far this season. Shields were just a cut above Scarborough tonight, especially in the second half. They just took so much control of the game. The third goal was absolutely brilliant work from Paul Blackett to turn away from the defender, then get the shot off first time. And not an easy thing to do, but he pulled it off to absolute perfection. And the fourth goal really well worked. And if there was anyone on that pitch that deserved a goal tonight, it definitely was Dan Ward. He worked his socks off all night. There was a moment at one point where his boot actually fell off, yet he carried on, making runs down the flanks, still working hard for his team. So obviously I know Wardy quite well from when he played for Gateshead. So I am pleased for him that he won, in my opinion, deservedly won man of the match tonight, and he got his goal. Scarborough in the first half, as I said, they had their moments. They got the penalty, which was poorly taken, and if that had gone in, it could have made the game different to some degree. But I think on the whole, Shields were just far too strong for them tonight, it has to be said. And in the second half, that really did hit home, because Scarborough just couldn't really get the ball off them or anything like that. And you always felt if Scarborough were to get a goal at any point tonight, it would have been through Shields' naiveties, kind of messing about too much at the back. But in the second half, they really got a grip on that, and they didn't have the same kind of hiccups as what they had in the first half. I don't know if they maybe had a little bit of a word about that in the change room at half time, but they were a lot more switched on at the back in the second half, especially. And as we say, going forward, it was pretty difficult for Scarborough to stop them tonight. The game did fizzle out a bit after the fourth goal, but you can probably understand that. Obviously, you do have to preserve energy levels. Games do come thick and fast at this level. And another obvious factor is that the fact that Shields did eventually sub off both Kedwin Scott and Paul Blackett, so naturally they're not going to have as much bite in the final third, but that is a team with a lot of strength in depth, and it's going to take a very, very good performance to beat that South Shields side this season. Based on what I've seen there tonight, I've made my mind up. I think Shields are going up this season, whether that be by winning the league or through the playoffs. That remains to be seen. It looks as though the main challenge this season is going to come from AFC Fylde, who of course have been there and done that, been there and done it several times in this league. It'll be very, very interesting to see how it pans out when those two come to play each other. But Shields, 12 games into the season, still unbeaten, won 10 of those. Blowing away some pretty good teams, it has to be said. Just absolutely blowing them out the water. I don't think Scarborough were terrible tonight, but just a case of Shields were too good for them. But I think if you look at it from Scarborough's perspective, 8 goals conceded across the last 2 games, definite cause for concern there. I mean, granted, Telford at the weekend will have been on a high on the back of their 6-0 win in the FA Cup. Then I could go on and on about how good that South Shields performance was tonight, and it was very, very good. But Scarborough, they got taught a lesson there. But I think all in all, they are up there in the playoffs for a reason, and I'm sure there'll be other games. There'll be other games coming up where they will be able to show that, and they will get results. But for now, obviously got to address why they've conceded so many goals over the last couple of games. But as we said, I think this one is just a write-off for them, because it's just a case of the opposition were just miles better than them on the night. But that is that for this video, and I'll be back tomorrow. And in the morning, we are heading down to Stansted, and we are going to Germany. Got 2 games in Germany, then a game in France on Friday. So we're going very continental this week. And tomorrow we are watching basically what is the Hessen region version of the Durham Challenge Cup. It's called the Landespokal, and it is the second round, I believe, and it is a tie between Germania, Oberroden and FC Gießen. So A little stadium just outside of Frankfurt, but something very, very different. But got to say, really looking forward to it. Just can't wait to get back to Germany and have a mezzo mix, have a few currywursts along the way. It's going to be a great trip. But until tomorrow, take care. Cheers for watching. See you later.